So we are studying about deformities of the limbs. So we can see knee deformities, hip deformities and elbow deformity. So the basic is thing that there's two type of deformities, varus deformity and valgus deformities. These are the most confused topic or most confusing terms we generally encounter. So to simplify, varus. What is a varus force? Varus is a force which pushes the joint away from the center. Okay, so if the joint is pushed away from the center, the distal part of the joint appears that it's going towards the center or the midline. Okay, and for valgus is actually defined as a force which pushes the joint towards the center. Okay, so by default, if the joint is going towards the center, the parts distal to the joint appears as if they are going away from the midline. So with this concept we can name any deformity. For example, knee deformities. Here we can see that. So here we can see that the knee joint. Here the knee joint is slightly away from the midline, and the part distal to the knee joint appears as if it is bending towards the midline, which is this. So it is a varus deformity, and in children most commonly seen in rickets, and in adults most commonly seen in osteoarthritis knee. And so in this deformities we can see the knee, the joint actually move towards the center, and the distal part of the part distal to the joint appears going away from the midline. In the hip deformities, hip for hip we use term coxa. So coxa, this is hip joint, and in coxa valga, the force on the hip joint is such that the hip joint moves towards the center, so the distal part moves towards or away from the center, and so angle increased more than the normal, so it is called coxa vera. The joint moved away from the center, distal part towards the center, so the joint space or angle decreases. Same in elbow. Elbow is called as cubitus, so normal, and cubitus valgus, the elbow joint moves towards the midline and distal part away. In coxa varus, elbow joint moves away and the distal part moves towards the center. So this is how we can remember, by understanding the basic and not by learning anything else.